Well, of course, I mean, when you smoke a cigar,
with ash holes,
it'd be cool. You put the cigar in, and then you
start the fucking video.
When it comes to
Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It's me again, Artie the Cigar Guy, and welcome to Smoke Signals. Today I got my buddy here with me, Jumbo, and we got the nerd episode. We're going to talk about cigars a little bit, but then we're going to jump into all the new shit. Mandalorian, Joker, Rise of Skywalker, frickin' theories, everything and all that and more. So stay tuned here on City World Radio. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back today, Monday, 5 p.m. Smoke Signals. How you doing? I'm Artie, the Cigar Guy, and today with me I have my good buddy, Jumbo. Jumbo, please introduce yourself.
Hello.
Tell the people a little bit about yourself, please. Let them know what's going on.
Independent filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
Been doing that since 2005.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long time. Worked at a couple projects here and there. Writing my first novel. That's my next thing. Yeah.
Nice.
And my part-time job is on Amazon, which I took a day off today to do this.
Oh,
yeah.
You're doing Amazon now? See, I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
I work at Amazon now.
Sick.
Yeah, the warehouse.
So that's actually why I wanted to bring Jumbo in. So today we're going to talk a lot.
Amazon?
No, because of the filmmaking. We're going to be talking a lot about stuff that's been coming out, stuff that came out, and stuff that's going to come out. And a lot of that is film stuff. So that's why I wanted to bring Jumbo in, because I am a big fan of, fiction, fantasy, and all that. Big nerd. And I love it to death, the lore and all that. But Jumbo has this technical eye that I really respect because he has that experience. And that's why whenever I talk about nerd shit, it's always a joy to talk to Jumbo. And that's exactly why he's here today. Because as I rant about all this theory bullshit, Jumbo will be able to kind of like rein me in with some of the technical aspect of the movies. But also he has a very nerd-centered theory mind as well. So we're gonna talk about a couple of things. Yeah. So I think just to get started, I want to talk about something that came out. I know it's a little late. Real quick, before we begin on anything, this is a spoiler-full episode, okay?
Yes,
so this is going to be spoilers for Joker, spoilers for Mandalorian, and, potential spoilers for Rise of Skywalker, even though that didn't come out yet. Yeah. But we're going to talk a lot of theories.
Potentially spoilers for movies that came out 30 years ago.
Yeah, whatever. So it's going to be spoilers all bound. So if none of this, if you don't want to hear any of it, go away. But everybody else, brace yourself. It's going to be good shit. So I want to start with Joker. Now, how soon after Joker came out did you see it?
I saw it the opening night.
Day of, yeah. You always seem to buy the tickets like early ahead in advance,
I got the
right?
AMC stub list,
There you go.
so right after work, I came out of work. Oh no, I saw it Thursday. It came out on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it at 1 a.m.
I saw it the next day.
Yeah,
I went in the next day.
You text me.
Yeah,
you
I
text me.
did.
Yeah,
I lived
yeah.
like 4 blocks, so I just went and saw it. I thought it was great. I'll tell you, I saw it twice. My buddies wanted to go see it, and I went to see it with them. You don't watch it twice. It really, you don't need to see it twice. I fell asleep. I won't lie. Parts of it.
I probably could see it twice.
I don't know. It was tough for me. I'm not saying it's bad. All I'm saying is there's a lot of the things about the movie now are boring, but the boredom allowed me to see. Literally the fact that I passed out allowed me to see little nuances in the movie. I'm not going to lie. That was a really important part of it. Let me tell you real quickly. So some of the parts truly made no sense to me. For instance.
Yeah, it's not a perfect movie by any means.
Yeah.
No.
So for instance, we have the part where he's talking to his therapist, right?
Oh yeah, at the hospital. Yeah. In the beginning.
And he's like, I did comedy, and she's like, I don't remember you telling me this. It was so weird, right? It made no sense at all. Like, how is this therapist, the woman, and he's messed up. We can agree that he's not like just a regular guy. Like,
that's the thing though. Like, he didn't do any comedy. He wants to do it.
Mm-hmm. But
that was his desire to be a stand-up comic.
But he mentioned that to her, and she almost as if like didn't hear him. It was strange because
well, I think that goes with the whole
Like how they
psychology
mistreat
of
they
who he
mistreat
is.
they mistreat their patients and all that.
Not so much that. I think it's more on because the movie's really from his point of view.
To me, it felt like lazy writing. That's what it was. So lazy writing is very important in this movie because I
Well, I
feel
don't
like
think that's lazy.
So,
I think
so
that's...
I'll jump right into the theory.
go ahead.
I'll jump right into the
Oh, yeah,
theory.
jump into
So,
it.
so pretty much, I feel like really important parts of the movie are completely made up, and I feel like what dictates that is how sloppy the writing is. Because there's some when I watch it the second time, I'm watching some parts of this movie, and I'm like, this makes no sense at all. And I'm wondering why is this movie feels like it's so good, but then like maybe at least 40% of the movie is absolutely makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have one very important part where the movie tells us that it's fake, right? That's with the main love interest, right? After he caps those guys, and then he's in the main,
which is obvious.
Yeah, and
That's
also I mean
obvious,
it was weird for me as soon as like he stalked her, and then she's like, oh hey, you want to go on a date?
Yeah.
That was just. Unbelievable. Like I before it was even revealed, I'm like something fishy's going on. Okay.
Oh, I knew that was fake already.
Yeah, exactly. So, but then you have parts like, for instance, like the part with the therapist, where it almost feels like as if it's sloppy writing. Like, oh, I didn't know that you were like a therapist that doesn't listen.
That's not sloppy writing, though.
That's what it felt like to me. That's
no, I get that. But that's actually totally planned out. He Had to Murder the movie's inspired by Taxi Driver.
Do you know what's in that scene, right? In that scene with the therapist?
What?
A clock.
I know, the whole clock.
Yeah.
Before we get to that.
Yeah.
That's more the fanboy theory. But just to bring it back to what inspired the film, right? Because Todd Phillips, he was inspired.
Taxi Driver, right?
Taxi Driver and Kings of Comedy, but more Taxi Driver more than anything else. That movie is very much like that too, where there's a lot of scenes in the movie where it's all from his point of view, and everything that doesn't seem like his point of view doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And Scorsese always said that that's him almost imagining conversations that other people are having about him, or when Iris is being seduced by her pimp. That's all in his head.
Yeah.
So when you had that perspective, and you see the character too, it's like, oh yeah, he's not normal. And Joker's the same way, where everything's from his point of view. It never goes away from his point of view. He's in every scene. So we find a character who's delusional throughout. You know, the whole movie could have been in his head in the conversation at the end.
But that's the thing. You're absolutely right. That's one of the theories, but I don't believe that because I just
put it out.
I know, yeah, that's one of them for sure. But to me personally, I feel like there are some real parts in the movie, and the way that we can dictate which is real and which is not real is based on when it feels sloppy. So let me tell you what I mean. The part where he goes into the first part that felt sloppy to me, like I said, the therapist. Then when he goes into the hospital and he's trying to get the papers.
Yes.
Remember that felt extremely sloppy. Like the guy was able to find these records magically that were 30 years old. Okay, and then Arthur Fleck managed to grab them away from the guy, and then he was running away in this mental hospital. There's nobody to stop him, no guards, nothing.
I don't think people even look at him.
Yeah. He's able to just get away.
No,
it's really strange. And guess what's in that scene? A clock. And he
clock,
manages to get out, and then he's reading the thing, and it tells him like almost exactly like what he wants to hear. Which is what was kind of put in his head that his mom is lying and she's crazy. It almost affirms to the point exactly what everybody said to him. And so that part, I was like, this is so fucking lazy. Like how he was able to get away. He's able to hide in the stairwell. No one's chasing him. It feels lazy. And again, I feel like that's not real. Next, you have the scene where he's like with Murray about to clap him in the head. Murray, that scene. And then that was like in the end when he's about to kill De Niro.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, so and he's
Your acting just drew.
Yeah. Well, remember the way he says Murray? He's like Murray.
Yes.
So that scene, for instance, is like feels really fake because it's like he just admitted to killing 3 people, and the host is just gonna let him continue talking. You know what I mean? It felt so strange. It felt sloppy. When De Niro went like, you really, you don't even feel bad about killing. I was like, dude, what is going on? This guy just admitted to murder, and they're talking to him like he's a child. Like you did something bad.
No, yeah. Well, another
sloppy.
Another big influence on the film too is Network.
I don't know that.
Yeah,
one.
Network is brilliant. You should see Network. At the time when Network is called Network.
Not the Facebook movie.
No, not Social Network. It's Network. It came out in the late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah. Okay.
And actually, everyone kind of knows this. It's a famous scene in the movie where the journey screams out, "Angry as hell," and I forgot what's the rest of the line. Angry as hell, I can't take it anymore. No, it's like an iconic line in that movie. But that movie was a satire on the idea, because that's when the news networks were being bought out.
Oh, I think I know this one.
So that movie at the time was a satire, but you watch it now, it's a drama now, because it's like it's
that movie
so
had a lot of
ridiculous
had a lot of monologues that were really famous, right?
Yes, absolutely. But one of the reality shows, they actually coined it to a reality show in the movie, if I can remember. But they had the idea for a reality show in it. They wanted to take this terrorist group and follow them as they going to rob a bank. That's like one of the ideas in it. And the journalist who starts this whole crazy rant and this whole movement, kind of like Joker, this crazy movement of anti-establishment, the network actually hires an assassin to shoot him live on air. So that, to me, that scene in Joker is reminiscent of that, where it's kind of like, yeah, in real world, you're like, get this guy off the air. But if you look at the context of that world, it's like, oh no, it's ratings, it's money. You know, it's
what it is?
It's Joker's a satire on top of what it is also, because you can't really look at it as like, it is a mistake when people kind of look at it just like it does have the same standards as like if you go watch like a Marvel film or even like a Batman film where you go into theories and go into the lore. Joker, I truly believe Joker was supposed to be a non-comic book movie, but Todd Phillips could get money to do it. So him and Scorsese's like, fuck it, let's make him the Joker then. That was the only way to, because it's so far away from Batman that you could get.
Yeah, I mean,
from,
it's not even like it's not even Joker's real name. I mean, real name is weird language to use when it comes to Joker. But Arthur Fleck.
Yes, you don't know. Yeah.
Arthur Fleck. He's never been called Arthur Fleck in any sort of media before this. This is a brand new name.
But that's Joker, though.
And he's way too old.
He's way too old. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The Bruce Wayne in this is like a kid, so the time doesn't add up. Yeah. Some people are saying that supposedly he's going to be like influence the real Joker.
I heard that too.
It's weak. It's a weak one. And also now they're talking about making the second one. And again, I said this to a lot of people. I think that the movie,
the Batman coming out too.
Yeah. The vampire boy.
Robert Pattinson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he was actually in a good movie.
He's actually a good actor.
The Lighthouse.
Yes. That's a great
really
movie.
Really wild,
by the way.
black and white.
Yeah.
Like really
Willem Dafoe,
strange shit.
It's a good movie though.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
It's weird. Good. It's weird. Yeah, it's really weird. But
it's a good movie though. But he's actually a legitimate good actor.
The thing is that Robert Pattinson. He did Twilight and
he did a lot of independent films.
He felt like kind of like he made a pretty penny there. So he's not like, he doesn't regret it, but it stereotyped him a lot into like putting him into this kind of like corner of like, you know, like the teen heartthrob. But then he was like, I'm gonna just do all this weird shit.
Yeah,
and he
did a Cronenberg film at one point.
Yeah. He's really good at it.
He's actually a good actor.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, he is. And now he's gonna be Batman. And I'm honestly, I'm
Pattinson.
I'm more excited for that than Ben Affleck. When I heard Ben Affleck was Batman, I was like, well, because Ben Affleck is like almost like a studio shill in the sense that whatever they want, he is. You know, he doesn't. Right. I feel like he never really brings.
He's a safe bet. Too.
Yeah, he doesn't bring the A game for the characters.
Yeah. But he likes Batman. But to me, Ben Affleck, this is gonna sound weird. I thought he was too big to be Batman.
He's pretty bulky in that movie.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's whatever. That's not
like Christian Bale's was like.
If you see some of the Batmans in the comic books, they're pretty big. Some of them.
They were big, but I think the problem was that like the whole idea. See, like Christian Bale was great. Like he's a guy in shape, but he definitely needed a suit to be who he needs to be.
Speaking of which, Ford versus Ferrari was awesome.
I see. I got you.
Yeah.
But with Ben Affleck, like you see him, he's just like that dude could kick ass.
Well, here's the thing.
He was bigger than Henry Cavill.
Here's the problem. Tell me I'm not wrong about this.
You're wrong.
I feel like it was Ben Affleck being Batman. That's what it felt like to me, and that's why I couldn't mess with it. Because like, there's characters where they play like the character. You believe that they're
like, get that, yeah.
like Tony Stark, you know what I mean? Robert Downey Jr. They're kind of like the same person now, but you believe Tony Stark is a
he's
character.
Tony Stark. No, I get that. Yeah. Oh, God, Chris Evans is Captain America.
Yeah, like he is Captain America.
Captain
like
America,
this felt like Ben Affleck putting on a Batman costume and like, I am Batman, I am the Knight. You know.
See,
whatever.
A lot of that is bad directing.
I guess
it's bad directing. Also, bad. it's kind of unbelievable. A person who's supposed to be a huge fan of Batman doesn't understand Batman. Like Zack Snyder, like you look at his Batman, it's just like that's not Batman.
It is ultra violent.
Ultra-violent, yeah.
less kind of less. He's
not smart.
Yeah, less smart. Exactly, less intelligent. Smart. He doesn't. He does the spy shit. There's a little bit of the spy shit.
Yeah.
He gets some kind of files magically. Like what a freaking bullshit thing.
The hacking it.
Can we not go into Justice League right now?
Let's
I
go.
don't give a shit.
No, let's go. Yeah,
I don't give a shit about Justice League, man.
Let's stay on schedule.
All right,
sorry.
No, it's fine. I expect this to happen several times. No, it will happen several times. Trust me. So I guess that's it for Joker. Do you have any closing thoughts on Joker?
I love Joker. They shouldn't do a sequel, but it made money. But I'm happy it made money though.
I mean, if it's 2/3 as good as the one that came out, I'll be satisfied.
Yeah. Also, I'm happy that a non-action movie made $1 billion.
I'm happy rated
R. A good
R.
movie.
Rated R made $1 billion.
Forget the rated R.
Really?
A good movie made $1 billion because that's the biggest complaint that there aren't good movies. Well, people don't go see them, but people actually saw
and
this
such
one.
A controversial movie too, because there was so much stuff about it online and in the news about violence.
But that's a given.
It went through all that though. It pushed through and it made a ton of money. So that's awesome. I guess I want it. I don't want it, but I want it. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. We can't. We
is it the same director? They didn't announce that.
I think it's going to be Todd Phillips.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So
we'll
whatever.
See what's up.
Yeah, all I want. This is all I want. Todd Phillips. If there's any way you're listening to this, all I want is just make sure he goes back to that staircase in the Bronx. That's all I want.
Yeah,
I love that staircase.
That's like 20 minutes from my house. Everyone keeps showing me pictures of the stupid stairway.
I heard it's like.
I used to walk up and down that stairway. That's like, stop it.
It's like a tourist attraction.
But it's cool though. Just on a side note, it's kind of cool for a piece of film history in the Bronx, that's really cool, But stop pictures of it.
Yeah, that was great. Okay, so on to I guess something that just came out not too long ago. I want to talk about Mandalorian, and I'm really hyped because this is something that I just watched, and it's just so good. It's so good to have a win from Star Wars, because I feel like there's been mediocre shit that I enjoyed. But this is nice.
This is a home run. Yeah. And you know what I like about it too? This is I like that it's only 30 minutes long.
Yeah, they're short.
I like that it's 30 minutes because it's short, concise, and this is we go right to the story.
There's really no filler.
No, because that's the problem I have with a lot of the Marvel shows on Netflix. Like I like Daredevil. Yeah. But the second season, like halfway through, I had to stop watching it because I thought these 1 hour episodes was like, it's only like 20 minutes of story here. It's a lot of bullshit and nothing going on. And it's good action, but do we need 5 action scenes in this one episode? Like, Mandalorian is like one big action sequence probably in the beginning, like a half big one in the beginning, and then at the end you got the big one, but it's all story in the middle. And the characters are great too.
Yeah. There's it's interesting because it's definitely a lot of movies tried to break the mold. The Star Wars mold, right? Because that's been one of the big complaints, right? Like Star Wars is too similar, so they've tried to do Rogue One, which was funny. Like Solo was a heist movie, Rogue One was like a spy movie, something like that, right?
I think
but they never really got it. I feel like they never really got it right. But now they're trying to do Western, and it's on point.
Problem, like just to assign with Solo, I think the biggest problem with Solo was that you try to tell the story of this character, like they'll really talk. He has no development in Solo. He's the same in the beginning and at the end. Yeah. Like it would be nice to have an arc. If you had that, then you would have had a great movie there. Even though most people didn't really want a Solo movie, but it's like Joker, right? Yeah. Oh no, this is really good. You know, people word of mouth. Rogue One. Also, Last Jedi didn't help.
Not at all.
Solo, because that was a controversial film for other reasons. But Rogue One was a big hit because Force Awakens. It's the first time we ever had Star Wars movies a year apart. We never had that before.
Well, I'm not. I liked Rogue One. Rogue One was it was gritty and like you knew that they were gonna die, so it wasn't like there wasn't really any kind of. It's like when you know the ending of a movie, it kind of takes away from it. So that was a part of it as well.
To me, the biggest problem with it is that it's like Titanic, right? I don't know why I call it Titanic. we know how it ends. We
Yeah.
know the boat is going
I
to
see.
sink.
I see what you're
But you create that allows you to create really enticing characters that you want to watch. You know, if you like the movie, it doesn't matter if you like the movie or not, but we do remember those two characters because, like, oh shit, it's like Romeo and Juliet. I actually like these characters. Problem with Rogue One is that I didn't care.
I don't remember
you know?
a single character except the main
That's
one.
why, because
I swear.
you're always,
you're
talking on something.
Yeah.
It's like-
No, but you know, I can remember characters from like the original 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
I
but-
remember them. I don't
No,
remember
no.
Rogue One at all.
See, yeah, exactly, because they weren't characters.
Yeah.
Like the lead character, I don't even know her name. The girl.
I don't remember.
The
I don't
girl.
remember.
The girl.
Yeah.
They kept saying she was such a badass, right? She's such a badass. She doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it was very.
The only thing she was good at doing was dying.
Yeah, and you know, just her timing was good, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah, and she's cute.
Yeah.
She's cute. I hate to say that.
But-
Sorry.
But
Sorry.
Mandalorian is good just because it's something fresh. What I
Yes.
liked really, really much is that they took the soundtrack from Star Wars, and they only use it very incrementally. Like
Yeah,
there's some
yeah.
parts. So spoilers again. Like when Yoda uses Baby Yoda,
Baby Yoda, not Yoda, Baby
uses the
Yoda.
Force. Right, it uses kind of like that Force Jedi music,
Yes.
but makes it like a Western, and that was
Right.
like, oh, that was so
That's really cool.
freaking cool,
Yeah,
man.
it's really good.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's made by some like Swedish. His name is like Nurgen
Yeah, I
Dorjen.
forget his name. Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But
But
he,
he's good.
He did it. He uses
good.
flutes a lot.
Yeah.
Like that.
Well, that's to mimic the old spaghetti westerns.
yes,
You know,
exactly.
Like the Fist for a Dollar. It's the same
Yeah,
idea.
yeah,
like when
exactly.
that first
I love
opening
it.
scene in the first episode, I was like, wow, you could put these guys in cowboy hats
Yeah,
and it'd be the same scene.
I
you know?
always first of all, okay, so this is a little biased, but I have always loved Mandalorians because my favorite lightsaber, my favorite color is orange.
Okay.
And Mandalorians use the orange lightsabers, and I was like, "That's my
Oh, see,
shit.
I didn't know that.
That's my
Yeah, I
shit."
didn't know
So
that.
I always liked Mandalorians, and plus they were like noble warrior race, you know.
Right,
And even though
Which they hit on
yeah,
in the show.
even though Mandalorians killed a bunch of people, they were pretty much like kind of like Genghis Khan style, where they just took over planets. But they were very inclusive. Like
Yeah, they
if you
did.
didn't fight back, they actually took you. You became a Mandalorian. And you joined the Mandalorians, and they
You became one of them.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
It's kind of hinted that Mando.
He might not be a Mandalorian. I mean, we know who's underneath the mask, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's a human being in the movie.
That's true. Well, I think the flashbacks. He's definitely a humanoid.
Oh yeah, shit!
He's a
I'm
humanoid.
shot. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's
yeah,
a
that's
humanoid.
right. That's right.
But
We'll get to those
But
flashbacks.
I don't think he was a ethnic.
Yeah,
Mandalorian.
that's true.
Because the Mandalorians, if I can remember, they were
Well, the
kicked off their own planet. If I can remember. Or...
Yeah, well, the original Mandalorians were almost like a bit lizard-like. They had yellow
Right,
eyes. They
that I
weren't
do
even
remember,
humans.
yeah.
They weren't even humans.
Yeah.
They were lizard-like and
Is
shit.
that still canon though?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
That's-
I
that's
don't want to
Legends.
speak. I don't want to speak for that. I don't know.
Because I think when
It's confusing.
I
It's
know
confusing shit.
that we should get into that real quick.
Yeah.
With,
Well, I mean,
with canon, you know.
Well, so we talked about this for 1 minute, and I'm really pissed off about Kathleen Kennedy saying that, we don't have any literature to go off of, for Star Wars. Like, and then, a couple years ago they dropped all the EU stuff, said none of it's canon anymore.
Well, that's when they first bought it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right
and
before,
and they're saying we have
But
nothing to work
they
off
actually
of.
picking legends
Parts, little bit,
parts of it,
here
and
and
they're
there.
making it
Yeah,
canon.
yeah.
It's kind of weird. Yeah.
Yeah, and some people, well, and not just the movies. Like you got the Clone Wars is doing a lot of that. The
Right.
TV shows, the cartoon, the animated cartoon
Yeah.
show
yeah.
does a lot of that type of stuff where it takes little bits and pieces from all over like for instance the mother's the son and the father. No, the daughter, the
Yes.
son, and the father, which
With
is
the
like
wills. And
yeah,
stuff
the
like
wills. Yeah,
yeah.
that was.
That was-
I didn't think they would.
They
put
had that in
into
Rebels,
the canon.
right? If I can
Yeah,
remember. What's the
exactly.
episode of Rebels?
Yeah, where Anakin Skywalker fights them and shit.
Yeah,
It's
they
wild
wanted
stuff.
him. They wanted him to take over, to balance the
Yeah,
force.
and that's that
Yeah.
really crazy meta
That's-
shit. That's like that super force gods type
Yeah,
stuff.
and that's
It's
like
very strange.
super deep.
Yeah.
Deep cuts too. I was surprised they had that too. I was like, wow, they really went nerd.
Yeah.
on this
So you
one.
know what? I'm actually speaking on that. I'm gonna give you my theory real quick.
Oh, yeah,
okay?
yes, yeah.
So for whoever's listening to this not live,
There's no one.
episode 3 has come out. Episode 4 has not come out yet. The ending of episode 3 is he gets all that Beskar steel,
Yes.
and the chief Smith woman, Mandalorian woman, she makes him a chest plate.
Yeah, a new one.
Right?
Yeah.
And when she's making the chest plate, there's flashbacks.
Right.
Right? So the flashback, it's almost the same flashback every single time,
It's a little bit
except
more.
a little bit more in the ending. So in this part, His parents close him into a bunker or something.
Right.
An explosion. They disappear. The bunker opens, and there's a battle droid about to blast them. And so my theory is that's when Yoda jumps in and saves his ass.
You think he's Yoda?
Listen, he's a Mandalorian. He's a bounty hunter. They are soldiers first. They, and as bounty hunters, they're some of the best bounty hunters in the galaxy, specifically because they don't ask questions. Right? This guy's a really great bounty hunter. He's such a great bounty hunter that they were willing to pay him in Beskar Steel ahead of time. Remember? And the guy even said it's so hard. Yeah, it's so hard to get a Mandalorian these days. So this guy is obviously
he's a
very
badass.
Prized asset.
He's a badass.
Right? Why the hell would he save Baby Yoda? You think he hasn't killed or given in innocent people or whatever?
Oh
before?
no, yeah, no, I totally get it.
Why?
Well,
because Yoda saved his ass. Think so? Yeah, because why would he? Because he saw Baby Yoda and he's like,
well, the Baby Yoda saved him
and then the Baby
too.
Yoda saved him too.
Yeah,
I think it's Yoda. I'm telling you.
Yoda
Episode 4.
That's not a bad
Yoda's
theory.
gonna cut that. He's about to get blasted by that droid.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. The next episode, Yoda's going to step in and cut him in half.
Yeah, because that happens during the Clone Wars.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
The Clone Wars.
Dude.
That's not out of the realm of possibility at all.
One of the crazy theories... And Go ahead.
Because, when Baby Yoda does the Force power, he doesn't know what that is.
No.
So...
Well, it's like magic, you know?
Yeah,
but
he acts like he never seen...
He acts
Force
like
powers.
he's never seen it. You can see how he acts.
No, well, yeah.
Does he seem surprised? He seems like he's dying.
See his eyes? That's so right, his eyes. No, because when he tells
he seems a little,
he's like, he did this weird
shit.
thing. You know, it's like, I never saw that shit. I see some crazy shit, but I haven't seen that motherfucker.
But remember, he chose to save the baby's life before it saved him. Remember that. Remember, when the robot was going to clap the baby, he killed the robot before any of that happened.
See, I like your theory. I like it. No, I think
I'm
the
telling
theory.
you right now, I got this. I feel so good about
I think
it.
I kind of on that boat. But for me, initially, before I heard this amazing theory of yours, is that I think he relates to that child because, like you see in the flashbacks, he became an orphan. You know,
I mean, how does he know about the orphan? Like, I don't know. I see what you're saying.
He sees a kid in front of him.
I could be completely wrong. It could be for Mace Windu for all I
could be
know. Samuel L. Jackson. They do the whole like de-aging thing on him, and he gets his, hey motherfucker, just slices the droid in half.
How about Anakin?
But all I'm.
That's not a bad theory. That's not a bad theory.
Now,
I heard crazier theories than that out there. What do you think? Who do you think is Baby Yoda though?
Well, so there's some crazy shit. People are saying...
I know this crazy shit.
So in the first 3 movies, right? Not the first 3, not 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, and 3, the prequels, yes. There is a female...
Yes.
So we don't even have a name for Yoda species, so we're just going to call it Yoda species.
Which George Lucas prevented people from doing.
Yeah, there's a female Yoda. So
Yada?
Yada, exactly.
Yeah.
So maybe it was Yoda and Yada's kid. But that's like really pushing it. But they love doing that shit, man.
Yeah.
Like they're saying that we're gonna get into this in Rise of Skywalker, but they're saying like that Lando Calrissian's daughter is and you got
I hope
Leia.
Not.
Leia is. I mean, Rey is like whatever. I mean, they love doing the family shit. The movie is very family.
Oh no, it's a family. That's why it's called the Rise of Skywalker.
Of course,
it's a Skywalker family. But yeah, I heard the whole Yoda thing. The only problem with that is Yoda is such a follower of the Force and the Jedi way that
you can't fuck.
You can't fuck. So I'll see him doing that.
No. Okay, I wanna actually specify on that real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
You can. I think you can. You're not allowed to have family. You're not allowed to have kids, but I think you can have sex. Because it says you're not allowed to. No, I'm serious. In the Jedi code. In the Jedi code, I think it says that you're not allowed to have marry. You're not allowed to get married, but I think you're allowed to have sex. Could you imagine Mace Windu not having sex? Get out of here, bro! Samuel L. Jackson.
So you can do NSA. NSA is good with no marriage.
He said, yeah.
Because there's no attachments. They say no attachments.
No, that's what it is. I'm serious. I think you're allowed to have sex for real.
We got. I didn't do that part of research.
No. I remember watching this in a video. So don't ask.
Oh yeah.
Don't ask.
What, Pornhub? That's not canon, bro.
No. Like there was like I like to watch Star Wars Theory and all that, and I think
me too. Yeah.
I think they had an episode about like marriage and Jedi.
Oh,
like families
okay.
and Jedi, and they brought that up. So that's where I'm getting my info from.
But then that'd be strange. Why would Anakin hide his kid then?
Well, because he was you're allowed to have sex. Having kids is
having
a
part.
family.
Right.
Yeah. That's frowned upon because he wanted him to get married. He did get married. That's the whole thing.
But that was kind of part of his.
Well, that's just one. I mean,
too.
again, that's just one theory. I really don't think
I don't
Yoda.
buy that theory.
No,
yeah.
it's just one. You know,
What do
because
you think of that the baby
Clones?
Yoda is a clone?
Yeah, so there's a really interesting thing about that because the scientist that
The,
scans him, you saw the patch, right?
Yes, the
Yeah.
Camino.
Yeah, the
right.
patch looks very similar to the symbol for the Camino.
I would say
cloners.
it is.
Yeah, I mean, there's a really high chance.
In their episode, you see it clear as day.
I mean, it's weird. It's weird. Well, again, we have the precedent, right, for all the cloning and shit. So it's not like, people are saying in the extended universe, Palpatine clones himself.
Right.
Palpatine clones Luke, makes him a dark.
Oh, that's in the Legends, right?
Yeah, Legends. Yeah.
Also
so
in Legends too, in Star Wars Unleashed, the video game, they mentioned that it's difficult.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's difficult to clone a force-powered creature because they could have the force powers, but mentally they could be off.
And that's canon, I think.
Is
Force
it?
Unleashed?
Is it canon?
I
No,
think
that's before.
Are you sure?
No, it's
I
not.
thought
It's
it
not
was.
canon.
No,
because I think I was watching a
Okay.
video saying that it's Legends, but they could always.
because I thought the video games were legit.
Well, that's before the sale.
I see.
That was
makes
the
sense.
last
That's
game
when
before the sale.
Well, no, wait. Who made that? LucasArts?
That was
No, it
EA
wasn't
and LucasArts.
LucasArts.
Yeah, all Star Wars games is LucasArts.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway. So, but yeah, I mean, Baby Yoda, as far as the cloning goes, I hope that's not it. I hope that's not it. I feel so goddamn lazy. I wouldn't want that.
I know. I kind of, but if they make it interesting, it'd be fine. But I hope it's something else. I still think that Yoda is a great-great-grandfather of Gizmo from Gremlins. They look exactly alike, right?
No, I mean the ears and everything.
Yeah, the way he moves.
Maybe
yeah.
the teeth.
Throw some water in that motherfucker. See what happens.
Yeah. I don't know. Again, I don't want it.
I'm intrigued though. I want to see what's gonna go. I don't want the clone thing either, because that's the thing with the Rise of Skywalker. Is that everyone wants to say that Rey is a clone and this guy's a clone.
Well,
And
that's
it's just
because
like,
there's that scene where she's in the cave and she sees this wall, this mirror that makes
Yeah, it's
like
just
1
different
million
reflections.
copies
Yeah,
of
so
her.
what? Yeah.
And people are like saying that's like that gives credence to clone theory. But again,
really.
I'm done with these clones.
Me
Give me
too.
some good stories, man.
yeah,
Fuck these clones.
the clone thing.
We had Clone Wars, man. We had
Yeah.
enough clones.
They got rid of clones.
I played goddamn Republic Commando, which is literally force of the same dude
Yes.
on a squad.
Yes.
That was a great
You're all
game.
talking to each other.
Yeah,
it's the same voice. Yeah, go get him. Go get him.
It was
Yes,
great.
sir.
It was great. It was a good game though, and so I would like to see them just try something else. And I don't think this is it at all. I don't know. I
don't think so either.
Well, it's good because they seem to have brought on somebody cross from Marvel to finally realize what's going on. So they took Jon Favreau, right, who worked on the Marvel stuff.
Yeah, well, he's with Disney. Yeah.
Yeah, so-
Iron Man. There'd be no MCU
Exactly.
Iron Man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he pretty much just jumped over and did this, and it's good. It's
He's a good filmmaker.
I'm
He's a good
just
producer,
again,
yeah.
it's fresh. It's Western style. It's good.
But it still feels like Star Wars. That's a good
Yeah,
thing
it
about
does.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you see a lot of familiar faces. That's the one thing that kind of bums me out about Star Wars is there's never nothing new. Like in Star
Yeah.
Wars, you know what I thought was really cool? That what's her name, Ms. Kanata or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen her species before.
No.
So that was kind of
No.
refreshing because I feel like they
Talking
never do
Orange,
that.
who figured?
Yeah. They take shit. They love reusing stuff because they want to do like fan service. So
And that's the
I like freshness. There's not a lot of
but that's
freshness.
the problem too. Is and it's not just Star Wars fans. It's just fans in general.
It's a rough balance.
They always want. Oh, we always want something different. But then it's like, oh, why you don't have Luke in it? And it's just like, can't bank the no. Can't bank.
Yeah. So yeah. Luke and oh man, I'm wondering how long it's gonna take him before a lightsaber. You think there's gonna be a single lightsaber in the whole show?
Which one? Oh no.
Well, unless if what I'm saying is correct, that battle droid's about to get chopped in half.
If it's a flashback, yes.
Yeah.
Because this is after Return of the Jedi, and it's technically only. And that's Star Wars is funny with this. Like they always say, Luke is the last Jedi, and he's going to start a whole new reign, right? So technically, there were only 3 Jedi.
I still don't believe them anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I know, but still, it's supposed to be Luke, Leia, Darth
We're
Vader,
gonna get into
and
that
Palpatine,
in a little
right?
bit. We're gonna get into that.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, technically, this was the 4. Now you have this young one, and it's just like Obi-Wan didn't know
Well,
this.
do you want to hear the?
it's
Do you
just
want to
like-
hear the? Do you want to hear the theory though?
Oh,
There's
no,
another
yes.
one.
Of course, I want to hear the theory.
So Yoda, the baby Yoda, is 50.
Yes,
This,
that's not a rumor.
This show is 9 after the Battle of Yavin. So 50 years before that is 41 BBY. Before
no, yeah,
the
it's
Battle
41
of Yavin,
years since
which is
Yavin. Yeah,
41 BBY is also the same year that Anakin Skywalker was born.
was it
Yes.
episode 1? So what should I say?
I don't know, but that's just a coincidence that people noticed. That if you do the math, if because the show says 9
I know, I totally get that.
ABY,
Yeah.
right? And then if you do the math, because they say that Baby Yoda's 50, they say that, right? And if you do the math,
Are they brothers? Should I say?
well, I don't know. People don't know, but it's interesting coincidence because if you do the 50-year math, Baby Yoda was born the same year as Anakin Skywalker. Some people are saying that Baby Yoda is actually the chosen one. That's some bullshit.
That's
yeah.
stretching it.
This is something I read about online. So yeah.
He's definitely. I don't know how significant he's gonna be, because like we had 2 Star Wars films and there's no Baby Yoda. You know what I'm saying? Like you know,
we're gonna round up over here on Mandalorian real quick, but like to close off, one thing that I hope they do, and I'll generally be kind of upset if they don't, is if they don't flush out Yoda's species at least a little bit in this show. They need to give me something, man. Give me a name. Give me something. It's so whack. Like, cause okay, you know what they did with Yoda? Yoda is like the Joker, right? They laugh and they act weird and shit, right? Because Yoda's quite comical character in number 4, right? And 5.
No, in 5 and 6.
5 and 6. I'm sorry. You're right. He's like,
well, in 5
he's
he
like,
is,
give me food, give me this shit.
Because he's testing Luke.
Yeah, and
That's what
even when he comes back as a Force ghost in 8, you know, he's like, how you
Look,
doing?
that's his buddy. They have
fuck the
that
Jedi,
rapport.
fuck the Jedi books. You know,
Yeah,
he's like,
these
yeah,
books. Have you even read them? Oh, some of it.
you know, so he's like this weird, and people there do speculate that it seems like this whole like weird comical way that they act is like a part of his species. Like they're like these fruitful, like really like exciting, jovial type of aliens that are really strong with the Force, but they're also like, you know, they're like inherently light side. You know, there's some species that are inherently dark
cool
side.
Cats. They're cool
yeah,
cats.
and they're inherently light side.
But there was in Legends, there was one of his species that was on the dark side.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he was on the dark side.
Well,
I forget his name.
There is a part in Legends 2 where Yoda literally fights his dark side.
Oh, really?
Clone.
I didn't know that.
It's so weird.
That's crazy.
An avatar of himself as the dark side, and he has to fight it. Yeah, that shit happens. So, all right. And do you have anything else to add about the Mandalorian?
Nah, man. I can't wait for episode 4, chapter 4.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we're gonna look out for Yoda. I feel like it's coming because it just makes sense to me.
It's not crazy. It's much better than a lot of theories out there.
So,
I hear, you know.
Now we got about.
Now we got to get into the big
like
boy.
15 minutes left. We're gonna talk about Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Just right later on, you see all like 4 of them on another jungle planet, which looks like the exact same jungle planet.
Endor.
And they're about to go to fight. So, yeah, that's most likely Endor.
Most
that's
likely.
what everybody thinks.
And Leia's probably training her. That's what I'm thinking too.
Leia?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean,
she has some
there's no-
Jedi training. I mean, she flew in space.
yeah, but I mean that was first of all number 1. That's Ryan Johnson. I don't even want to get into that.
Well, they had to. You can't ignore it now.
I know, but still, what's she training her on? Flying through space? Like she has no lightsaber
there was
training
always
whatsoever.
in one of the books they do talk about a short period of time where
What
Luke
book
did
is
train.
this?
I forget which one.
Is this extended universe book?
The new ones, yeah. Where Luke was
Oh
training
yeah,
Leia.
extended universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gets some action
Yeah.
in, but it's not.
No.
In this one, she's like a peaceful. She's more of, the general, the tactician,
I know, but she.
and
She
sometimes
did use the
she's
Force.
sometimes she's Superman's away.
No, she's Mary Poppins. And Mary Poppins, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, and so obviously they have the whole Emperor coming back, and
See,
my God,
I'm so ambivalent about it. Like, I want to see what they're gonna do with it. A lot of it is gonna be because when you hear JJ talk about Rise of Skywalker, and when they talk about Last Jedi, he doesn't roll his eyes, but you kind of feel in his head, he's like,
oh yeah, you could tell he's
like,
kind of pissed.
He's like, I get a feeling that's like, man, like that first half hour of that movie is to somehow make everything connect and make work here. Because he's probably like, why did you kill Snoke? Because it made no sense killing Snoke. He was the baddie. Like, why would you kill him all? That doesn't make any sense, you know?
Well,
because bringing Palpatine back again, it's just like, when I heard the laugh, it was like, oh, it's kind of cool, but...
Well, it depends. So, here's what's really important. It really, really depends on how they bring him back, because there's just so much... There's 1.5 billion theories about this. Well, we're going to get back to this again. Clones. There's the clone theory, and that does have a lot of credence, because in the extended universe, there's tons of Palpatine clones, and they are really powerful. Like, there's a Palpatine clone that literally caused the sun to supernova.
Yeah.
Like, they're stronger than the original Emperor, and it's pretty much just stories about Luke trying to go kill him. That's it. And it's whatever. But that's extended universe, which they cut, so they might grab that little bit of, little
I think they
back.
are go.
I don't want that.
Me either.
I'm so tired of these clones.
You know, it doesn't really make sense. Like,
So,
he totally got obliterated.
Yeah.
Fucking. That's it.
But that's the thing. He got obliterated, right? But at the same time, you know, the whole the rubble still exists. We see it in the trailer.
I get that, but I mean,
So
he literally
might be
blew,
but
he blew. You see him.
Well, look.
Yeah.
There's also another theory where Darth Plagueis, pretty much what he figured out is that whoever kills him, he possesses the person
I
that
heard
killed
that
him.
too.
So Palpatine kills Plagueis. Plagueis takes over Palpatine. Then what do you got? Then you got
Where Vader kills Palpatine.
Wait, who was Vader? Hold on.
Yeah, I said then Vader dies. You know?
Well, no, it was some theory about how, like, the helmet. It was about the helmet that
I heard
Kylo
something like
Ren
that
got.
too. They could it could possess the Force
Possesses,
ghost,
yeah,
especially on the
it's
dark
some weird
side. I
shit.
think it's more the dark side. Yeah, it's stupid.
I hope they
It's
don't do that
stupid.
either. I don't want that. And even though Plagueis, like, kind of does fit into all this, the resurrection thing is specifically because Plagueis was known as the guy who cheated death.
Tried to cheat death. Yeah.
I mean, there was another Sith Lord that couldn't die. The Darth. Damn, they
I
have
think I know
weird
what you're
names.
talking about. Yeah.
He wants.
It's a
to
wacky
die.
name.
Yeah,
It's a
he
wacky
wants to
Star
die.
Wars
But
name.
so there's some precedent for undeath, you know, in the Sith side, because that's the whole thing about the Sith and the Jedi, right? The dark and the light side. The dark side is taking power. The light side is getting power, like being given power.
Right.
So the less you want the power, the more power you'll have. That's pretty much the trick with the Jedi, and then with the dark side, the more you take, the more you have. So that's why you know, because if there wasn't this kind of dynamic, the Sith would just be shitting all over the Jedi nonstop. Right. But the Jedi, since they have such a connection with the Force, they're able to match with these people that keep absorbing power. You know, how are they able to stand up to that?
Right.
And if you look at the you know, the dark side has all these, like, really, like, aggressive, you know, like Force lightning, Force crush, Force kill, Force this, Force explosion.
It's a lot of
a lot of
bad shit.
And then the light side is like Force heal, Force protect, Force push.
See, but I think if you look at the whole totality of the whole thing with the Force, is that I think the whole, like, especially in the prequels, they talk about how the pride of the Jedi made them blind to see the coming up, because pride is what makes both sides fall, right? If you think about it.
Yeah.
Because the Emperor thinks he think he could destroy the light side with the dark side powers, and that's his downfall. But also, that was the downfall of the Jedi.
Dark side, the Jedi destroyed themselves.
They thought, oh, we are so good, and we could see everything coming. We are the Knights of Justice, right?
Yeah.
And they totally missed the ball and everything.
Yeah,
and they fucked up on Anakin.
We're gonna take this kid away from his mom. We're gonna.
That's part of it.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Or maybe they were wrong the whole time. Maybe he isn't the chosen one.
No, yeah, I mean, well,
You
again,
know,
that's where that Baby Yoda thing comes in.
Or even Rey. Rey could be balanced.
Well, here's
No.
you know what one of my favorite theories that
What's
I've
that?
heard recently is actually with Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith's
Kevin
theory.
Smith, he's in it. He's in it.
I'll tell you right now.
He's King Nerd.
Kevin Smith has the best
What
freaking
is it?
theory. So he says that Skywalker.
From one fat guy. Oh, he's not fat no more.
Yeah, no, he's skinny now. He had a heart attack. Rise of Skywalker.
Are
Right?
you going to wait for that too?
Rise of Skywalker is not a person. Skywalker. So the
a
Jedi.
title.
The Jedi ends. No, not that one.
Yeah.
The Jedi's die, and the Skywalker becomes a religion.
That's why I'm saying it's a title.
Well, title a religion, like the
Yeah, that's
Skywalker
me, like
religion.
a Jedi Knight.
But then there's
Instead
also
of a Jedi Knight, you're a Skywalker. Knight. Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, that's because there's a character called Thrawn, or he's the blue skin.
Oh, the John trilogy. You're talking about. Yeah.
He said so in his culture, they call Force users Skywalkers. So,
oh, interesting.
Yeah. So, but that's also like extended. I think he's in the books.
He was in Rebels, wasn't he? If I can. Oh no, he was in the Clone Wars. No, he was in Rebels. He was
one or the other. He's in
Rebels.
Yeah,
he's in Rebels. So they made him into canon, but I'm not sure all the backstory stuff is.
Oh, real quickly, I forgot to mention this. Jumping back to Mandalore real quick. I think, and I might be wrong about this, but I think the Mandalore might show how the Empire turns into the First Order. You don't think that's going to happen?
I don't think so. I think it's too early for that.
What do you mean? It's like 50 years before.
Before Episode 7.
Yeah.
Because no, that's what I mean. It's too early because right now, because it's about how many years after? It's like 2 years after Jedi, if I can remember. It's shortly after Jedi. It's not that long of a time.
Well, it's 9 years after the first battle of the Death Star.
Okay, so it's close because.
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah, it's close. So it's about 2-3 years. Let's say 4 years, just to make it a nice round number. They hinted at that there's factions, like the Empire, because this part, I know it's part of Legends. I'm not sure part of the expanded universe, but I think they're going with this.
Yeah.
That when the Empire ended, it was still around, but they end up like it was a power struggle at that point. It was like, oh shit, we gotta rebuild again, but who's gonna do it? Because this hints in Mandalorian that's like there's different factions.
Yeah,
that it's not just them.
Well, that's what you see. You see the remnants of the Empire. You see the guy with the Empire, but he's in the dirt. He has the dirty stormtroopers.
Yeah.
You could see that shit is messed up.
It's almost like
because you wonder the First Order when I saw 7, I was like, who the fuck? Who are these guys?
Yeah.
Like you just pulled them out of your ass. You don't know where they come from. First of all, they are packing.
They're packing.
Like they got shit that I'm like, what? How did this come about? Like, and there's very little like. Actually, I think there is in the books a little bit of backstory, but it doesn't like
it's not a lot.
Yeah,
but I kind of look at it just historically, like with like China when for real, like if you know, bear with me.
Okay,
it's like China when the dynasty ended, you had the nationalists, you had the communists, you had all these different warlords fighting for power.
Yeah,
basically the same country. They all were kind of related. But they all like, okay, who's going to become
local powerhouses?
I think that's what
I see.
is happening. Once Palpatine's gone, there's no emperor.
They broke up. So like
I'm going to take over.
The local governors.
Going to take over. I think they all start. Yeah. I think the empire split up and they have kind of its own little civil war. Yeah. At the end, the Republic is just like trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Well, we got like a couple of minutes left, but I'm going to tell you real quick what my favorite theory is. Oh, and I actually like this one. I really do. If they go this way, I'm actually going to be with it. I don't know how all of it connects yet, but this is what I think is going to happen. So there's a scene where there's like 100 of those Imperial destroyers or whatever they're called. Those, the hyper. They got the crazy
like super
hyper destroyers,
Star Destroyers, something like that. Yeah, because they had like the Death Star kind of
a bunch of them. Like a ton of them, like hundreds
Thousands
of them.
Yeah.
Now the weird thing is that it looks like underneath those ships when there's scenes there's spaceships passing by it, and then you see another under the under part of it on the scene where they're riding the horses on one of them.
The space horses.
Yeah, you could see the bottom of another one, and they seem to have these giant red lasers.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
So people are speculating that they have Death Star lasers.
And they all shoot at one time.
No, each one is like...
Oh, I heard that.
Each one is like the power...
Yeah,
it's like the power of a Death Star almost. It can literally mess up a whole country, whole planet, and they're just going to take over the whole galaxy. And then Luke and excuse me, not Luke. What am I saying?
Rey.
Rey and
Kylo
Ren are going to have to team up and fight, and then the Emperor's going to be leading all this, and that's pretty much that's the. And I think that's good.
That makes sense.
But it would be cool, I guess. But it's like it's again now that I'm thinking about it out loud, it just seems kind of lazy because now it's like. Super weapon.
Every theory I hear is the same old kind of.
Hey, let's make a super weapon the size of a moon. Okay, let's make a bigger moon. Okay, let's make a planet. Okay, let's make 1,000 planet things that can destroy 1,000 planets. Like,
AT-STs, but look like gorillas.
Yeah, like what's next?
That's again going back to
We're
the
gonna make-
Mandalorian. Is that the ships in the Mandalorian look original? They look like Star Wars, but they're different. Everything's a little different.
Well, the one theory that I thought was also really interesting, and this is like the Red Letter Media, Mike's the Closet theory, is that they're gonna do time travel like Disney.
I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised because they
yeah.
worked the Endgame.
Yeah, exactly. And like Endgame, they're gonna have. Did you see like they have the part where there's a ship, 10,000 other ships? They're gonna have the final battle. Okay, whatever. We're done here. I'm getting kicked out of the studio, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us here on Smoke Signals.
Signals.
Jumbo, thank you. Would you come back?
Yeah,
We're gonna come back after Skywalker. Okay.
You pay me $20.
There you go. Bye bye, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great day.
I love cigars. Blah, blah, blah.